welcome back to a very cold and snowy Ohio Richlands. We are quickly checking the animals. We've been keeping an eye on them over the Christmas and New Year time, but there's still no contracts through. Big tractor. We could exchange our rolling trailer as well, but I think what we're focusing on just now is getting that new field. That is our priority, as in a few months we need to sow in some sorghum so that we can keep feeding our chickens. Yeah, I think we'll just leave the sale just now. We've actually blasted through almost, it's either just about half of our feed for the chickens so far. It's just over half actually. So it's a priority to get that sorghum in the field. But for now, let's jump to tomorrow. Well, it's February 2nd now. Still the snow on the ground, and it's still very cold, so I'm presuming there's still no contracts. Yep, we're right. Now, for the animals, we haven't done anything with them yesterday, so the sheep do need water quite badly. Well, about halfway. And the chickens do need some feed. I'm going to try something different today. We're going to use a telehandler with the bucket, and we're going to try and load out of the auger system, because I don't see the point in hauling up the trailer just for 1,000 litres maybe of feed. So we'll grab the telehandler and drop that attachment right here. Not sure if we need a bigger shed yet though. All the equipment isn't in it. We've still got the baler sitting outside, and there's a bale trailer around the side of the shed as well. The plough I think is also outside beside the caravan. The tractor's there. Oh no, the plough's in front of us there. The tractor's still outside as well. So there's quite a lot of equipment. New shed may be on the cards, but I think the field is the priority right now, because we've gained quite a lot of money. It wasn't that long ago we were sitting with $1,000 in the bank, wondering if we were going to be able to repair a machine. But let's see if this works. I've never tried unloading straight to a bucket before from an auger. Should manage. I don't see why not. Less waste. We'll keep the bucket close. It's not working though. I'm sure this... oh, maybe. This needs to be turned on maybe. Well, it's on now. I wonder why it's not loading up. Maybe that's a bit too far. Maybe it doesn't work. Oh, wait a minute. There's snow in the bucket. It won't put a different material in when there's already a material in there. That's more like it. Right, I think we'll just fill the bucket right up. It's only about 2,000 litres. 2,500 litres. Right, jump back in, turn this off, and we'll go up and get the chickens fed. Don't know how much of this they're going to take, but I'm just going to do the same as before. I'll just tip it on the ground beside them, and then we can come up and scoop it with a bucket and throw it in as we need to top them up. But I think that's all there is going to be for today. I can't see any contracts coming through. At least not still with snow on the ground and it being still freezing conditions. So I think I'm just going to crack on. I will dump the grain here, go down, water the sheep. That's not working. I own the land, so I should be able to dump the grain. That's weird. I think maybe just dump the whole bucket as opposed to dumping the grain. Because we don't need the bucket for anything else, it's just for this. That's the only reason we bought it. That and silage if we break the silage forks. Yeah, we'll just leave that there. Well, while I'm in the telehandler, I think I'm going to grab that adapter I had on before. We are going to go and shift there's a full wool pallet sitting there, the sheep pen. We're going to put that inside for storage. Then we're going to go back, give the sheep some water. And then I think we're probably just going to skip to tomorrow, because I can't see anything happening today. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Well, it's now the second day in March, and we've finally got something to do. 2 fertilizing contracts, one on field 25 and one on field 31. Also some news with the chickens. There's an extra 60 chickens. We've had offspring. So that's going to consume a lot more food, which means we need to see about a field really quickly. Because from what I know, I think sorghum goes in next month. Just double check. Sorghum there, yep. So April, sorghum goes in. So we need to get a field today or first thing tomorrow and get sorghum in so we can lift it and harvest it earlier. But for now, I am going to go and give the sheep some water, then hitch up the fertilizer, and we're going to get cracking with that 2 contracts, and hopefully more comes up after that. Well, that's that contract on field 25 completed. Just over $27,000. And there's one on field 1, so we're just going to pick that up just now while we're here. So we've got field 31 and field 1. Let's have a look, see where they are. Field 1 is just there, that's a cotton field. We harvested that one as well. Or maybe not. Where's 31? That's that one up the top, the little one. Right, let's get going. Well, it's quite late at night, but we've just got a call to go and fertilise a field. There's been nothing really all day, apart from this contract that just came in. So we're going to head out and go and do that. I think we need to get fertiliser at the shop. I don't want to be left short in case we're stuck halfway through the contract and we've got nothing left. So I'm going to head down to the shop, grab some fertiliser, go up and get this contract done. Well, that's that contract done. Just over $11,000. There is 2 weeding contracts, but I'm not sure if they are really worth it. Oh, a 40-foot header. I would, but we are still trying to get this field. But yeah, the weeders, they're quite expensive for not really much of a gain, and the price they get for the contract. So I don't think it's really worth it. They're okay kind of widths, good working widths, and speed's okay. It's still combine kind of speed, still 7 miles an hour, but debates. And then if we were to rent one, there's only 2 contracts to do, and they're still quite pricey to rent. But that is taking my fancy. I have to think about it. We do still need the field, so that is kind of I need to get it now kind of thing. So we'll have a think about it and see. But just now, I think we'll head back to the yard and we'll jump into tomorrow. So we'll see you in just a bit. Well, it's the 1st of April now, and we have a fertilizing contract, just over $10,000. Just checking up the animals. The chickens could do some feed, but we'll maybe deal with that later on. And the sheep as normal, just some water. But we can do that later on. We're going to go and do this contract first. It is just in the field beside us. Still nothing in the store. I don't know why I still look. We're trying to save up for this field. But let's go and get this contract done. Well, that's that contract done. I think we're going to have to pass some time at the yard and see what comes up later on today. Hopefully we get enough money from contract work so we can buy a new field, because the one we are looking at, or there's a couple we're looking at, but they range between about 170,000 to about 250,000. So I think 250,000, that's maybe a bit out of the price range just now, but let's hope we get some fertilizing contracts in, because they pay out quite well. But that's that one completed, so we'll get the $10,000 from that. Still nothing in the store. I'm still looking, because you never know what comes up. There might be something you really do need and it's very cheap, so we'll have a look, see if there's contract comes in later on. We'll see you in just a second. Well, we didn't advance time by long, and we've managed to pick up 3 amazing fertilizing contracts. The eggs are coming along though. We'll need to move them inside very soon, because we've missed the sale for them. It was at the end of the year, December time. But here we go, fields 10, 25 and 32. Between them, around $70,000. That's just what we need right now. And we could possibly get our field today if everything goes according to plan. So, we'll jump in this tractor. We need to go out and get the fields done. Well, we've rented this trailer from the dealer to see what kind of use it would have for us if we were to use it for what we're doing. Taking fertilizer to the fields with the telehandler. It's a lot quicker and saves a lot of time rather than taking the tractor and fertilizer, roading it all the way down to the store, pick up more fertilizer and back up to the field. Especially if it's this far up in the map. You know, we're over halfway up the map now, and if you get fields along the top, like fields 19, 31, 32 and that, you're quite a distance away from the shop because it's at the very bottom of the map. It does take time up, and if you've got a lot to do in a day, you can waste some time doing that. So, this was an option for us. We thought we'll hire it. We've got the money to do it. We could have bought it, but again, 70,000 from these 3 contracts. We can't afford to be buying a trailer if we need a field. It looks like it would be good fun. It's great to turn though. The back 3 axles in the trailer, they turn with the tractor unit. So you can make really tight turns as you've seen coming into this yard. So it's very handy for our small yard just now. But it's even better for this. Right up to the tractor, tip what you need into it, and the tractor's ready to go again. So I can see us making really good use of this. But let's enjoy it while it's here and on hire. Let's go do some fields. Well, that's that field done. We can complete that. $30,000. Still 2 more, and there's another 3 contracts just popped up too. So we're going to start with the most expensive one, 14,000. There's still 2 more to do. An extra weeding contract popped up as well. So where are we? We're in field 10. Where's 25? There's 16, 25 and 32. So I'm there, come along the road, and I'll come in by the... That's the sell point. Yeah, we'll come in over there. That's just completed that field. Another 18,700 in the bank. Be good to do or try one of the weeding contracts. We need to rent the equipment. I just don't know if it's really worth it. Need to check out the prices for them and see. Which one's closer? 19 and 2. That field 19 would be better, so I think we'll take the contract for field 19 just now. We've still got 25. Yeah, we'll go with 19 just now, because we can only have 3 contracts open just now. So, we'll head back to the trailer, fill up again. We seem to go through quite a lot of fertilizer just now again. Oh, see you down there. this fertilizer into here. Should be left with a little bit, but hopefully it takes it all. Don't know what happened in that last little clip there with the bag sticking, but I think it's because it picks up one to give you 2 bags on it, and instead of dropping the one you have on, it just picks the other one up. So I just gave up and just left the whole tool there. But that's our last bag. That's still a full one. It's maybe not going to take all of this then. Yeah, it's getting quite full. Yeah, there we go. So 345 litres left over. Right, let's head down to field 25. And we'll get this one done first. Field 25 complete, another 21,000 in the bank. That brings us to just over 200,000. So I think we're going to get this field today. It's looking very promising. But we'll empty what's left of this bag into our spreader, and hopefully it's enough to finish field 2. Then we can head back down towards the shop. Then we'll purchase the trailer at some point. Obviously not right now. I mean, we could, but I think field is priority. But we'll get this loaded up just now, get over to field 2 and get that finished off. Then we will head down to the shop with the trailer, get it returned, and possibly fill up with more fertilizer down at the shop. I've just realised what's happened in the last episode. That is a cotton bale, and it was dropped outside of the field boundary there, and because it was dark I didn't see it. It definitely is, because it says it's ours. It's a full bale, 20,000 litres. And remember when we went up to sell the cotton bales with the last load out of this field in the last episode, something messed up and it left us at about 88% complete. That's the missing bale we need, because what we did is we added another bale in to complete the contract. Then, if I remember rightly, we got about 18,500. I'll have to double check how much it was, because now I need to go and change it. So it's about 18,500 we got. We took that back out of our bank, but we shouldn't have, because that bale should have been taken up, but because it was dark we didn't realise it was there. So I think I'm going to finish this field and then we are going to sort that bale out and get it dealt with now. It's kind of worked in handy as well, because it's extra money for us that we needed to get this field, or the one we are looking at. But we'll carry on with this field, get it done, and then we'll deal with this bale in just a minute. Well, that's another 14,000 for that field and 2,000 for field 9. But that's the bale gone. And the $18,554 I did look back and check. So that is the correct amount now added back into our account, and the bale has gone. So that is technically now that cotton contract complete, and we have the money we were meant to have. So we'll see you at our yard. So we've done it. Field 13 there, just at the back of the shop. We've bought it for $215,488. It doesn't need ploughed, and it does not need limed either, which is ideal. So now we've got a decent sized field. Let's go and get sorghum in it and get it fertilized. Well, we came down here to check on the John Deere. Yep, it needs very badly repaired. $22,770. So we'll repair that. That leaves us with $1,000 again. But it did need repaired. I think we didn't repair the light and the weight. That's why it's still showing. So it's $56 for the weight and $17 for the light. Right. We're going to go and hook up the seeder for the first time, and I think we're going to put grass in this field here, and we'll go down to field 13 that we now own, and we're going to put sorghum in there. So let's go get that done. Well, that's us a way to go and get the seeds to fill up our, well, new to us seeder. It does need repaired, but it's not too bad as we've not used it yet and we just got it in the condition we bought it in the sale. So I'm not really worried about that just now, and the fact we only have $990 to our name. But we are going to drill grass into the field beside us first, then we're going to head down to our new field and we are going to put down sorghum. The field beside us is going to be used for hay at the moment, because we are running low on hay. As you can see, we've only got a couple bales just inside the shed door there. We have a decent bit of grass, but we do need to get that into silage, so that means getting a bigger pit, especially if we're going to be getting cows. Once the sorghum's harvested this year, which should be, I think it's August, because we're planting it today, it's the first day for planting over the 2-month span. We should be ready to harvest in the first month. I think it's August. So once we've lifted the sorghum, we are then going to plant grass into there, and that is all going to be lifted as silage and put into a new silage pit. We need to find somewhere to put it in this yard actually. Not sure where yet. But we need to have a lot of silage and a lot of hay, because if we're getting cows, that's for the mix and the TMR. Because from what I'm aware, the straw that we've got plenty of, that's just a filler, so we don't need a lot of that. So that's the goal. But we'll get this filled up and go and get this grass seeded in here, and then sorghum down in our new field. We did also think about pigs, but we've not done them before, so we need to see what they eat and how they work, really. So that's kind of in the plans as well, along with everything else to do. But this yard will slowly become the animal yard, with obviously the shed we've got just now will be used for storage. Mainly for some of the feed we need bales, a couple little bits of machinery, but this will mainly be the animal yard. We're probably going to put a steel shed up at this side just for some equipment, like the telehandler and other little bits of equipment that don't fit in the main shed. Looking at the future, we will need another yard with a grain silo and another shed on it, but most of that areas don't come with fields and are starting around about the $350,000 mark, so they're not cheap. So we may be using this little yard for a while, although it may get very cramped as we start adding stuff in. And well, first off, we need a silage bunker, so that's kind of first to go, and possibly a little metal shed as well, because I know they're not too expensive. So that's going to be another one of the first things to put in. But let's get this all seeded up, and we'll see you guys in just a second. Well, that's us shut up shop for just now. There's still no contract, so there's not really much else to do just now until we get a fertilizing stage down on our new field. But I think this is a good place for us to stop this episode. We've done quite a lot, and we've bought our own first field, so I'm very happy about that. But we'll see you in the next episode again very soon. Thanks for watching.